You said something about knowing the business of entertainment. And I feel like that's very important. And I love that you do that. Um, that's something that we try to do as well, getting people to know that it's more than being in front of the camera. It's more of, knowing what you sign your name to on a contract, knowing that, if you don't understand something when you read it, ask, because you don't want to be legally bound to something because your name is on there. So I feel like that's really important. I feel like not words in motion, but your talk show is similar to kind of like what we do, where it's more
Yes.
like the local people, actors, character designers, animators, um people that other people can learn from in the industry, because I feel like it's really important. And I feel like, the industry is growing so much here. There's things that you need to know. So the people that I interview, they have that knowledge and they can share their wisdom and advice. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it's really important to put those components together because we've done that too. Like we've even had sound guys on DPs. It's really important. Not too long ago, my husband is a director, and I am a producer, so I'm around filmmaking all the time. And one of my students said, this was a brand new green actor, and he said, is an adult. But he said, I was talking to somebody else and they were saying, because I talk about a lot about the camera. I talk a lot about how the camera moves, and he's like, and they tell me that I don't need to worry about the camera. And I'm like, you need to worry about
Mhm.
you need to know all the components because the more that you understand what is going on with you on set, it's going to release that tension from you and you're not going to feel so um so stiff. So all those components, it's important for me to know what the script writer is there doing. It's important for me to know what an AD is, what a DP is, what um all the terminology if I'm going to work in this industry. So one thing that we do teach that other studios, they do teach it, but they normally do it on consultations. We make it part of our studio is the business of acting. And I found that very important because if I just taught acting, I mean, I want to be in this business. So if I just taught acting, and I attract a lot of new actors that don't know the business, if I don't teach them that, they can't really get to a place that they want to be. So I've just kind of incorporated that into my teaching over the years. So I kind of become their first manager, not a manager. I'm not paid
Mhm.
for it or just helping them. Hey, what is my next step? What do I need to do? And I don't do contracting. I don't go over people's contracts. I'm not qualified to do that, but I will tell them go to this person, do
Mhm.
this. Um, so and then just trying to keep people away from scams because scams are so prevalent and get even more, as the industry tends to grow. But with today's technology, it's harder for them because people call them out.
Mhm.
It's harder to stay secret when you're scamming somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true.